Well, hello there, YouTubers, and welcome to another video about dump finds. And you can already tell, today I have a lot to show you. So, let's start. Let's start on the right. Here is a Sommerkamp SSB transceiver model FT250. Now this is SSB means single side. Stupid helicopter. SSB means single side band. It's I don't know too much about that stuff, and well, I guess I'll never use this thing, because in Germany there are some pretty strict laws when you want to be in radio amateur. You need a license and stuff like that. Anyway, this is not only interesting because it's a amateur radio device. No, it's also interesting because this is a tube device. You can look into there and hopefully you can see it's containing tons of tubes. There you can see one. There is another one. Really nice, lots of tubes. And this device there is the power supply. Also has a built-in speaker. And I'll give you a look at the front. Now take a look at this dial. I love it. Just check this out. Check that out. I love it. I really love it. So this is and you can see it's tube type. There is some grid voltage regulator, I guess. Stuff like that. Interesting device. And I'm quite sure that I'll never use it, but it's nice, it's vintage. So, let's move on. And there we have a data transfer switch. And as you can see, this was used for two printers, one made by Canon and one made by HP. Now, if you now ask, what is DrCassette doing with a data transfer switch, which is using the totally obsolete parallel ports? Well, I can tell you, I'm going to part it out. I'm going to use the housing for a nice project, because this is a really nice high quality housing. There is another stupid helicopter. Oh well, excuse that. Anyway, here we have a Technics cassette deck. It's a model RSB14. It's quite similar to my RSB18 that I used to have. There's a scratch there. Kind of stupid. Doesn't have DBX noise reduction, but aside of that, it's the same as the Model 18 that I used to have. It's a really basic cassette deck, so I guess I'm not going to keep it. Below that we have something that, well, I guess I'll give it to my brother. This is another Technics. It's an amplifier, Model SU-Z450. And another time Class A. New Class A. So there you go. It is a nice amplifier. Has a built-in equalizer, and power level meter, volume control there. Really interesting. Let's continue with this row here. Here is a vintage computer. This is a Commodore Amiga. You see it right there. Even comes with a power supply. And now I don't know too much about vintage computers, but I'll give it a try. Maybe I can get it to work. Here we have two floppy disk drives. The upper one is for the Commodore Amiga, or at least the plug fits it. And yeah, this is even came with a floppy disk. And now I can understand why these are called floppy disks. I mean, look at this. There you go. Underneath of that is another Commodore. This is the model 154I or L, or I don't know what. It's another floppy disk drive. And yeah, those are the big types. Lock it in place like this, and then it ejects like that. And there you have it. Now, here, well, first I'll show you the cover. Commodore 64 with some old 80s stickers on it. As we take off the cover and turn it around, you can see this is actually a part of the original box of the Commodore 64. Oh yes, another vintage computer, and yeah, Commodore 64. This is about the only vintage computer I really know about. My friend has two of these, and so I'm quite sure he is able to help me out, because this one didn't came with a power supply, so I cannot use it. Right there we have a mystery device, also for computers, quite sure. And you have that, and that, and I have no idea what this is. What is it? What this is for? I have no idea. Moving on, here we have a Commodore monitor. And I really hope that this will be like as good as that monitor Cassette Master has. I am not completely sure because they are labeled kind of weird, but I think this has a composite input. So I'm going to take this with me into my room and use it as a monitor for my VCRs and my videos. Not going to use this as a computer monitor all the time. Now, what you can see here is something weird. It's called the Easy Eyes, and I guess this is something you can put in front of your old screen so that it will not flicker anymore so bad and stuff, so it's good for your eyes. So, there you have them all. Today's dump finds. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.